Steps in creating client to server. First, perform the following. Set time zone. Configure networking. Provide computer name and enable remote desktop.
Turn on sharing. First, after that, you need to add or install the following roles: the Active Directory Domain Services or ADDS, and Domain Name System or DNS Server, and Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol Server or DHCP Server, File Services, and Remote Desktop Services, and Print and Document Services.
Active Directory Domain Services or ADDS. First, add roles. Then click next. And next step is check Active Directory Domain Services. Add required features. Then click next and then install and close.
Steps in Domain Name System or DNS. First, run DCPROMO. And next, check Use Advanced Mode Installation. And next, and next. Next, check Create a new domain in a few new forests and click Next. After that, type a domain name, then click Next, click Next. After that, select Windows Server 2008 R2, then click Next, click Next. After that, static IP assignment number and IP address 192.168.1.10 and preferred DNS server is 192.168.1.10. Then next, next. After that, same password as server and click next, next, then click finish, then restart.
Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol Server or DHCP server. The first step is add roles and then click next. Another next step is check DHCP server, then click next. Preferred DNS server is 192.168.1.10. Then click validate and then next. Next step is check the WINS ins not required and then click next. Then click add. Next step is add scope. Type the scope name, the starting IP address, and the end IP address, and then OK, then next. Next step is select disable DHCP v6, then press next. Use current credential, then next. And lastly, install. Note checking. Check the role, the DHCP server and the Win server name, the IPv4 active and the IPv6 active.
File service. The first step is add roles, then click next. Next is check file services, then click next. After that, check file server resource manager, then click next. Then check local disk or D, then click next and click next. After that, install, then click finish, then restart.
The remote desktop service. The first step is add roles. The second one is click next. Next step is select remote desktop service. Then click next and then next. The next step is select remote desktop session host. Add required features, and then next. Select require network level authentication, then next, and then next, and next, and next. And lastly, install.
Print and document service. First step is add roles, then click next. The second is select print and document service, then click next and click next. After that, install, then click finish.
The steps in creating account. The first step is Active Directory domain services. The second is Active Directory users and computers. The next step is server name, then right click. The next step is new organizational unit and then OK. The next step is new and then users. Fill up first name, initial, and last name. Fill up logon name and then next. Same password as server and then next. And finish. And next step is new and then group. Type your group name and then press OK. Next step is double click the server name. Next step is right click user created and add to a group. And lastly, type group name. Check names and then OK.
Steps in create group policy management. First is features, next is group policy management, and forest server name and the domain. Right click server name, then next is create GPO type GPO, then click OK. After that, right click GPO created or check enforce and enables, then edit. And next is user configuration, follow up by policies, next Windows setting, next folder redirection, next is right click. After that, select basic, redirect everyone's folder, then paste the root path //pc pc /users pc desktop folder redirection. After that, setting, uncheck grant, and check allow redirection, then click OK, then yes. And do the same with the other folder.
The steps in creating a folder on desktop. First one is folder properties. The second step is go to security, then edit, and then add. The third step is select everyone and then click OK. The fourth step is check full control to all group or user, then click OK and then OK. In sharing, the first step is select the share. The second one is select everyone and then add. The third one is permission level read or write to all name. And lastly, share and then click done. Note, save the network path, folder properties, sharing, network path, etc.
Step in ping the client computer. First, go to command prompt, then after that, type ping IP address of client computer. Example is ping 192.168.1.19. Then close.
The steps in adding a printer. First step is go to devices and printers. The second step is add printer and then add local printer, then press next. The third step is choose a printer, etc. For example, Brother DCP-116C and then click next and then next. And lastly, finish. This next step is go to printer properties, then sharing. Select list in the directory, then click OK. and then close.
Client computer. First is turn on sharing. Next is go to computer properties. Then remove settings. After that, select allow connection from computers running any version. Then click select user and add. Then advance. Then find now and select everyone. Then click OK. Next, click OK and OK.
The steps in entering domain. The first step is go to computer properties. The second one is click change setting. The third one is click change. The fourth one is change group to domain. Type the domain name, the username as administrator and same password as server. The next step is click OK, OK, then OK. And lastly, restart.
Log in the created account from server. First, switch user. Next is type the computer logon name and put same password as server, then enter.
Ping the server computer. First step is go to command prompt. Type ping and IP address of server computer and then close.
Folder redirection. Go to command prompt. Next is type GP update or force. Then next is type Y to log off and log in again.
Create folder in client desktop. First step is right click desktop and then find the new and then folder.
Remote desktop. First, go to remote desktop connection and type server, computer name or IP address, etc. 192.168.1.10. Then next is new account and username is administrator and the password is same password as server, then close.
And lastly, check if the server and client computer are connected to each other. Thank you, ma'am.